the public comment. So, council, I now open it up to you.
I have a concern on, let me get my glasses on here. What, Shannon, was that the speaker number 3?
Yeah.
Shannon, I have concern that she brought up that I thought I also had is that I heard that there were some unsealed bids that were brought into the office, and then the part of the PDF file, they're unsealed. So how can it be a fair bid process if people are able to see some of the bids? And there's no, usually in a bid process, aren't the bids supposed to be sealed and all open at the same time? How is that fair if someone's seeing the bids? I mean, I don't think that's a fair process. I think all bids should be sealed. Whether, I don't think we should have them in a PDF file email. I think they should be mailed in or brought into the office in a sealed envelope. I think the email process is flawed. So I think that's a flawed process. Item number 8, where it could be, or page 8 or whatever she said, that, I mean, that's a flawed process. My husband's a contractor. I'm sure most of you know that he does bids all the time, and he has to bring them in or mail them in a sealed envelope. You don't send them in an email.
That's one of the issues that I brought up Monday night, and I appreciate you bringing it up again, but those felt like those were conflicting provisions. So that's exactly like Ms. Harney said. Those are conflicting provisions, and bids should be sealed, and especially emailing the bid, because there's simply no way for a bid to be private, and if it's emailed like that. So that was one of my major problems with it. And I appreciate Mr. Harmon's comments. Great name, man. I appreciate my cousin's comments about wanting to, not wanting, he wants to be in the city of Sherwood. He wants to have a presence in the city of Sherwood, but he's not here to take somebody else out of their job, out of their business. And one of the concerns I've had is that I feel like we have to remember we're not just talking about a restaurant, we're talking about a person.
Amen.
And that person has invested time and money and effort into that restaurant. She's not a multiple restaurant owner. That's her sole source of income. So when you terminate a lease for that restaurant with Ms. Hicks, you've effectively fired her. She's out of the job. And these sort of things, I think, we have to be good stewards of the taxpayers' money. That's true. But we don't have to do it to the point of being callous. And so I think she should be given an opportunity to negotiate. Now, if she's unable to agree to certain terms that the city puts out there, then at that time the lease will not be renewed, and we can do the bid process again. But I don't think that because of what the Parks and Rec Committee recommended Monday and what may happen here tonight, that it means that she's going to get whatever she wants in the lease. It's still going to have to be a better lease document than we have, and it's going to have to be good for the citizens of Sherwood, who are the ultimate owners of that property. And that's all I have to say.
I think we also learned a lesson as both administratively and the council with regard to when and I think I said this to you, Mr. Harmon, this week about something. When you're taking a route somewhere and you realize you made the wrong turn, you don't continue. When we found out the bid process was not required, and that was the crux to which it occurred, that we should have paused at that time. And shame on us for not doing that, because it has caused this kind of turmoil. So it's a lesson learned, and hope that we need to move forward. I'd like to also address the two gentlemen that spoke first at Wonder Restaurant. We would love for you to be here, and we welcome your work to continue being here. Matter of fact, I was with a gentleman today or the other day that my husband says, "Why don't we have that restaurant in Sherwood?" I said, "We want to get that there." So competition is good, and I I cook all the time, and like some of you ladies, if I buy dinner, that meant I cook dinner, okay? So if Bill pays, he bought dinner, or he cooked. So we need a lot of you here so we can have y'all's restaurants cooking for us often. So thank you for your bids. Please don't be personally insulted. That's not our intention. It just goes with what the resolution is. We want you here. But we also have obligations, and I think we made a mistake on that bid, and we have to clean that up. So thank you.